Boy, if you knew better, you would do better. Baby, if you love me like I love you, maybe we could be together.
Okay, just listen to this jacket. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today is the Dangerous Woman tour and your girl is so excited. Oh my god, I've literally been a fan for Ariana for like 7 or 8 years, back in the day when she started on Victorious. I always loved Kat the most, and then so when she started making music and stuff, I fell in love. And today I am going to the Dangerous Woman tour and I am so excited. And I've literally been listening to Ariana's albums on repeat. When I was straightening my hair, I was listening to her albums and rocking out. When I was re-straightening my hair the next morning, I was listening to her music and rocking out. When I was making breakfast, I was listening to her music and rocking out. And when I was doing my makeup, listening to her music and rocking out. Because I'm just literally so excited. I spent last night crying because I realized that the Dangerous Woman tour was today. I cried this morning and I'm currently wearing waterproof eye makeup in the best I can because I'm pretty sure at the end of the concert I'm literally going to be a mess. So for my makeup, I wanted to do like orange and pink colored eyes because that's what Ari does, and then I realized I don't have any orange eyeshadow. So we just went with it. I ended up using my Too Faced blush to do a majority of it and then the Naked 2 palette. And that's where we're at and I'm so excited. I'm about to leave and I'm actually so nervous. So, if you guys don't know, this is the last Aussie show that Ariana is doing, so that's very exciting. And the security at all the Australian shows has been extremely strict because of the Manchester attack. Because I know a lot of you guys are American, so I'll just explain what the rules are. We all got an email and a text, 2 texts actually, like letting us know what the rules are. So you're not allowed to take any backpacks, any bags, any clutches, wallets, nothing. You're not allowed to take any cameras of any sort. The only like camera you can take is a phone. No posters bigger than A3, although that might be standard, I'm not too sure. And basically you can only take what fits in your pocket, like the essentials. They allow like cameras, cards, and keys is basically it. And they're really strict in it. At the other concerts, girls have been taking like Mimco purses and stuff thinking that was small enough and they've had to throw them in the bin. So I completely, don't get me wrong, I completely understand the security measures. If anything, I'm kind of glad they're doing it because of Manchester. So today all I'm taking is my ticket, my phone, and in my phone I'm gonna take my like bank account card, my ID, and then I always take like my Go card, which for those of you that don't know is like card for the train or the bus and stuff, just as like a last resort in case my ride home doesn't work out or something. And yeah, that's all I'm taking. I'm also basically going alone because originally I was meant to be going with my friend, but she doesn't finish uni until I think it's 6 tonight, and she has an exam or a presentation, something along those lines, so she has to go. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I've waited so long for this concert. I can't wait. Like, I can't be at the back of GA. Your girl's trying to get Burial, or as close as she can. So I'm basically going alone, but that's okay. I'll make friends. And I am meant to have uni tonight, but we're not gonna go to that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me go show you what I'm wearing and let me explain like why I'm wearing it, because everything that I'm wearing is inspired by Ari. So this is my outfit. I'm wearing this black crop top, black pants, the grey jacket, and choker and space buns. Obviously, 100% inspired by Ariana. The all black look is inspired by her opening, like what she walks out in, like the choker as well. And then the jacket is just because she wears a lot of jackets. Like when she sings Forever Boy and stuff, she's wearing that big white jacket. So yeah, isn't this outfit so cute? And then you look down and see that I'm wearing Converse. Like, it kind of ruins the outfit a little, but your girl needs to be comfortable. So I got an Uber and headed on over to the arena and walked over to the general admission area and sat down in line. And when I sat down, there was probably about 20 people in front of me. From there, we all lined up in a sports hall. They lined all of the GA people from 1 to 45. And guess what line me and my friends were in? Number 1.
Them, we got front row.
Yeah, we're in the front row. Like, what the even hell? Like, how did this happen? I don't know.
Do you want to shout out your YouTube?
Yeah, my
I have YouTube as well. It's called The New Classy.
Also doing a Dangerous Woman vlog. Check it out. We're literally front.
Yeah, like what? That we weren't even like early administration. I don't know what the word is. Yeah.
Insane.
Oh, so exciting.
So it is now 3 days after the concert and I've literally had to wait this long to talk about it because my voice was dead. I've just from screaming and singing and just having an amazing time. So the concert was on Tuesday night and I had to meet up with an assignment partner at uni on Wednesday morning and your girl struggled. My voice was dead. I was like half asleep. I was a mess. But it was worth it because I was front row at Ariana Grande in the mosh pit. So I'm sure you guys would like to know how exactly I got front row, so let's get into it. So I ended up getting there at 12:30 and the concert didn't start until 8:40. So I literally waited 9 hours to see Ariana, but it was definitely worth it because I got front row. After waiting outside, the gates opened at 5:30 and we had to walk through, and once again the security measures were really high. So you had to walk through, take off anything metal that you had, hold it in your hands with your arms up, and the security came through with a metal detector and they do your front and your back. Then you go to a second security guard and they would do your front and your back again. Your girl was actually on the news for that, so insert clip Here,
Essentials are allowed to be taken in clear plastic bags, but fans haven't been deterred by the changes.
because the news was like freaking out that there were so many security measures. I don't know, I appreciated it. But the security guard did not trust me because I had this big bulky green jacket. So I went through the first security guard, he 1, 2, fine. Second security guard, he went 1, 2, 1, 2, and then was like, is there anything in your pockets? And I was like, no, there's nothing in my pockets. And he's like, don't lie to me. And I was like, there's nothing in my pockets, like I don't have anything. And he's like, you can go. And I was like, oh my god, I was so stressed. And they took us in and we were in the arena. We were about 5 rows back from the barrier because there were all the early entry people and VIP people, such as my friend Gabby, hey, shout out to you, who got front row. So they were all there already. And we sat down, me and my friends, and we were like, you know, this is still good, this is great. We were meant to sit down for another hour, but about 2 minutes later, all the people at the back stood up because there wasn't enough space, I'm pretty sure. So because they stood up, everyone else stood up. And as everyone else started standing up behind us, me and my friends looked at each other and legged it to the very front, to the barrier. We because the girls in the front were still sitting down, so we ran on through before they even knew what was happening, and everyone else like ran and pushed forward, and we got front row. And that was how we got front row, and we stayed there all night, and it was amazing. Ariana was so close, but we'll get there. And the funniest thing, oh my god, the security guards, because we were right at the front, we were like talking to them and stuff, and they were younger, they probably would have been my age, a little bit older, and it was so funny because they were like, this is awkward to say on YouTube, but it's fine. They were like flirting with us until Ariana comes out and they see us like fangirling and like crying and stuff, and suddenly they wanted nothing to do with us. And then the show started and it was amazing. I was kind of in shock, like Ariana, they did the 10-minute countdown and the dancers came on, and then Ariana was just there. And I was just so in shock that for Be Alright, it did not even seem real that was her. I was like, no, that's not, no, like no. No. And then it hit me and I was like, oh my god. And it was absolutely amazing. We were so close. She looked at me multiple times, and at one point she waved. She was walking through and I was like screaming and like not crying, but I was screaming and waving, and she was walking through singing and she went like, I was like, oh my god. And then another time she walked through and singing, and like, cause she was busy, she was singing, cause she couldn't do anything, but she saw me freaking out again, and she was like singing and went like, I see you. We were also so close to the dancers when they came off stage that Boy Jose, whatever you want to call him, you know who I mean. He came off stage down the stairs, and we were like, he would have been this far away from me. And I was like screaming, I'm like, I love you, you're amazing, you're such a good dancer. And he's like, oh my god, I love you, thank you. And I was like, he just told me he loves me, and like freaked out. And Alfredo, who for those of you who don't know is Ariana's photographer and videographer, he was on our side, like right near us a lot of the time. He was taking selfies with people. He wasn't with me because I was just like, that's Alfredo, like he's here. Like I was too starstruck, I guess you'd say, to like comprehend. He was really nice. He was saying hi to everyone, he said hi to me, and he was just so nice. And one part that I'm so grateful is in the front row, because I know this. A lot of people don't know this actually, so hot tea right here. When Ariana walked out and started singing Be Alright, her earpiece fell out, and it was like hanging, because it must have been joined on her neck, so it was like hanging down. And she told, I don't know how to say his name, Bri, her backup dancer, who like she's really good friends with, I saw her be like, can you get that? And so like he did like an impromptu dance move to go behind her. I mean, it didn't look impromptu, it's just because I knew the entire choreography that I knew it was impromptu. But he goes up behind her and fixes it. And then throughout all of Be Alright, when she like turned to face him in the like choreography and stuff, I saw her like say something to him, and it wasn't just like a haha, this is fun. It was like a stress on both their faces. So she sang Be Alright then Every Day, and then Bri had to come off the stage and down the stairs near me, and he went up to the security guards and he was like, hey, she can't hear anything. She's singing these 2 songs and she has not heard a single word of music. Ariana Grande sang Be Alright and Every Day without hearing a word of the music, and she did not miss a beat because her earpiece wasn't working. And that was incredible. So I'm sure, as you guys know, I'm a big Ariana Grande fan, so something I always want to know from people is what their favorite part of the concert was. And my favorite part was by far the feminist interlude, because I didn't watch any of the interludes before I went because I wanted that to be a surprise, considering I already knew the entire set list. So the feminist interlude was just amazing, such a good message, so I've included it here, and it's just so amazing. That was my favorite part. But my favorite part where Ariana was on stage was definitely Leave Me Lonely, because she was literally this far, oh maybe this far away from me, and she was singing it, and that was when she looked at me and waved at me in that time. And so that song has a new meaning to me now because it was incredible. So for those of you that don't know, during Ariana's song Greedy, she throws down money that it's not real money, obviously. It's like prop money that has her face on it and says greedy for love. So because I was in the front on the barricade, I knew that no money was going to come that way, because then it would have all gone on stage and would have been like a hazard. So before the show started, when that security guard was like looking flirting with us, I was like, dude, greedy money's gonna drop. I need it. Like, you don't understand. I'm like a big fan. I've been playing it cool, but I'm really a big fan. Like, I need this money. And so I teed it up and he was like, yeah, no, I promise I'll get you some. I'm like, no, but like, I need it. You don't understand. And so it started, and some came above me, but none was coming down, and because I was at the front, I couldn't turn around and try and grab it because there were like people everywhere. But the security guard pulled through, shout out to you, and I got one. Just one, I know, but it is gorgeous. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that I got one because, and that's basically it. It was such an amazing concert. I actually didn't cry. I know. All my friends thought I was gonna cry. I thought I was gonna cry. Literally everyone thought I was going to cry. And I like did but didn't. By the time the concert started, I'd been in the sun for 8.5 hours with no water. So I was extremely dehydrated. In fact, lots of girls all around me were fainting, which I know is normal for a mosh pit, but I was stressing about that. And so when Ariana came out, I was like crying but with no tears, and that's because I was so dehydrated that my body didn't have enough water to cry. So like I didn't cry, but I did, you know. And also I didn't mention Alfredo, he filmed me for a part. I was like, because I was over there crying with no tears, going at it, belting out the words to every single song, and he like walked past and he was like, yes, like filming me, and I was like, oh my god, Alfredo's filming me. Play cool, play cool, play cool. I have literally been on cloud 9 ever since, and it was 3 days ago now. Like, people have tried to tell me stuff, I'm like, you can't say anything to me because Ariana Grande waved at me, so like whatever you say is irrelevant. And like, I've just been listening to her album on repeat and listening to the videos that I took, and I'm just so happy. So that is my Dangerous Woman Tour vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Instagram, because that's where I've been posting a lot of photos and videos from the Dangerous Woman Tour. But if you also want to follow me on other places, I'm on Pinterest and Twitter as well. My username is below as always. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye. Are you gonna jump? That was my cat. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Can you even hear me over this jacket? Oh my god. Oh, my arm already hurts. Let's pop this down.